Everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Let's wait a couple more minutes till our participants join. And in the meantime, I can tell you a little bit about the event because I know there have been questions in the community. Most of the people were a little bit confused about what the event is. So this is our second event for the Privacy4Web3 Hackathon. Our Privacy4Web3 Hackathon is an amazing initiative. We have $40,000 in prizes and $25,000 in grants. It's an opportunity for developers to build and become a part of the Oasis ecosystem. They'll be able to gain practical experience with Sapphire and the Oasis privacy layer, access to live workshops led by Oasis engineers, of course, engineering support in our hackathon channels. They'll be invited to numerous events dedicated to the hackathon. And why not become a part of the Oasis community, because we have an amazing community, meet other passionate developers. Our previous event for the hackathon was held on Tuesday. Will invited the seller to speak about their cross-chain bridge. And now this current event is dedicated to developers who weren't able to find a team yet for the hackathon. So this is what the event will be focused on. We have people who are looking for a team. So the rules, so to call them, we'll spend a few minutes getting to know the candidates. I'll ask a few questions, and then each participant will have 3 minutes to tell us about their vision and the project they're looking to build. Okay, so we have our first participant. I think you can unmute yourself. I see you're already on the stage channel.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How are you today?
Great. Just woke up. Very nice.
Morning then. Get some coffee in your system.
Yeah, I'm in a different time zone, so it's not 2 p.m. for me.
Where are you from? If you don't mind asking.
Right now I'm in Vancouver.
Oh, nice. I need to visit Canada one day. It's on my to-do list. So is this your first participation in a hackathon or?
Nah, I've done like 3 others. 2 of them being Chainlink, and then the other one was the previous Sapphire hackathon, where I was just really playing around with Sapphire, testing out encryption.
Oh, nice. Were you part of our pitch night? I mean, your voice sounds a bit familiar. That's why I'm asking. I might be mistaken you. So, okay.
Yeah, I was not there.
Okay, so if you were to join a team, what role would best suit you?
So right now my job and what I do is full stack dev. So that would be the best role, development, programming. Anything back end really, front end to setting up websites, etc.
Okay, perfect. So I think you'll definitely find a team to join. And I guess you pretty much covered it, but I was going to ask you about your previous experience in previous hackathons.
Currently, for previous hackathons, I've worked with like relatively smaller, decent-sized teams of like 5 to 6 people. And as for the developers on the team, no more than like 3. So that's my hackathon experience. But as I'm also open for bigger teams, as I am currently working at a FANG company. So, giant code bases. If you're already on a project and you have like, a lot of lines of code, I can easily adapt. Don't worry about that. And also, I was there starting projects when there was nothing but, just a TXT file with some ideas. So I'm down for joining teams that are on, any step of the drawing board, pretty much.
Nice. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes if you would like to talk about your vision, any project that you have in mind that you would like to build, either natively on Sapphire or use OPL. So just go ahead and share your vision with the rest of the audience.
Yeah, sure. So really like Sapphire and the whole idea of the privacy data. And I really feel that there's a lot to be had from taking advantage of, securing the MEV and other aspects where privacy can make it better for the consumers and the decentralized ecosystem so that the fees go even lower and that'd be even easier to convince new people from outside. And I think the biggest thing we can do as the ecosystem is just try to make platforms so that the users don't even know that Sapphire is being used, that Oasis exists really. So I'm kind of looking for people with ideas to help them that are looking for that ideal scenario where, we'll be giving users all of the security they need and they don't even have to know that it's happening. So that's the vision I see in the future, where all of this is used, but no one even knows it.
I guess we all have a shared vision around this because, using OPL, people don't even need to know that they're using Sapphire. So that's one of the perfect use cases of our technology, and we really have an amazing, truly amazing team of engineers. And what good is the incredible technology they built if no one builds even more amazing things around it? So we're all very excited, and thank you for sharing this with us. Stick around in the channels, in the Find a Team and Hackathon channels, and I'm sure you'll find a team to join. And we'll have the recording up afterwards on YouTube, so this will not be missed by the rest of the community who wasn't able to join this event. Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah, so for any teams just looking for devs, just feel free to DM me and pitch the ideas and I'll respond. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, who do we have next? Ooh. Hi there. You can unmute yourself. Hi.
Hi. So I'm going to speak next, right?
Yeah. You're on stage, so it's your turn now. I'm basically going to ask the same questions. So sure. Is this the first time you're participating in a hackathon?
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to share with us previous hackathons you joined?
Yeah, so I previously, earlier this year, I was part of Scaling Ethereum 2023 Hackathon, and there I was working on a project called Pixel, and I won first place with my partner, teammate, where we were building on the Optimism rollup, where it was a mobile native hardware wallet powered by ERC 4337 account abstraction. So there we were using OP stack and Golang to develop a solution there. And yeah, it was pretty cool to win that project.
I think congratulations are in order. That's amazing. I guess the rest of the team didn't join you for this hackathon.
Yeah, my partner's not joining. Yeah.
Okay. And what role are you comfortable in occupying in a team?
Yeah, so I'm generally a polyglot engineer with full stack experience, but I have a preference for being a backend / systems engineer that can take care of building servers, distributed systems, writing deployment smart contracts, writing arithmetic circuits as well, so ZKPs, working with ZK smart constructions, and more. and my language proficiencies are in Rust primarily, and then Golang, TypeScript, Solidity.
Yeah, so basically all the popular ones. We do have a WebAssembly runtime, Sapphire. So, but for this, you can build in Sapphire, of course. But our current focus is Sapphire, like building natively on Sapphire and using OPL. So,
Awesome.
but I'm sure you know this already. um, Can you tell us more, even though you kind of covered it? I was going to ask about your previous experience, but
yeah, absolutely. So I can share
know.
more beyond what I did earlier this year in scaling Ethereum. I first started Web3 development by working on the CryptoKitties project. Some of you may know it. I was working with Golang microservices there, about 10 to 20 microservices. And I wrote a smart contract that held more than 3.5 million USD in escrow. So I know a little bit about smart contract security. Then I've moved on to leading engineering teams to build out the Dapper wallet. So I think it's actually sunsetting at this moment as we speak, or something along those lines. But it's a smart contract wallet solution integrated with a payment rails that supported multiple payment methods. And at the time, it was powering the early days of NBA Top Shot, another NFT experience, which had its time when it launched, it had 5 million USD in transactions within 5 months. So we were building all these microservices to be scalable and secure against that kind of projection of user traffic. And more recently, I joined Lit Protocol, where I'm using Rust to build secure and scalable protocols for the nodes. And we work deeply with various multi-party computation protocols, MPC protocols, and we use cryptographic primitives all the time. So we touch on ZKPs and moon math on a daily basis. So that's a little bit about my involvement. Yeah.
But that's amazing. Like, I really, really hope you build something great on our network, and of course find the team, because what are we without support? Okay, so just go ahead and tell us about your vision, what you would like to see built or would like to build on Sapphire or using OPL on another chain, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really have an idea right now, but earlier this year I had some idea where maybe hacking a project that involves verifiable ownership over assets without revealing that wallet or asset. So I think I had that idea before Sysmo came out. I think Sysmo is right now on kind of the also in the EVM ecosystem, but I had something similar to that, and maybe we can build extensions on top of that or some variant of that idea. So I'm happy to jam with people here. My vision is that I'm just passionate about the intersection between privacy and Web3. I think Web3 is such an emergent technology, and we don't have enough people building in the space in this intersection, right? So I think we need to put an outsized effort to make privacy a basic right that all users benefit from. It's actually really hard to sell it as a core feature. I think a lot of people have the sense that if you just sell a product with privacy baked in, it's really hard to make them care right now. So we need to really bake it in kind of like a platform level. And for that reason, I'm really interested in exploring primitives that build towards this. But at the same time, we need to continue exploring and expanding the plethora of use cases and the applications that users find valuable in the Web3 space, especially, and kind of use that as feedback to understand how to build better primitives at the platform layer. So that's just why I'm here, right? This hackathon is just one of the few hackathons that has this focus and is a great opportunity to explore, creative applications. So just generally, I'm really glad to be here and just chat with people.
Exactly. I totally share your vision. I don't know, like, why people are ignoring this. That privacy is a basic right. I think we all got used to Web 2 and data leaking everywhere. That
yeah.
Again, it's a really important part of Web 3. So I'm really happy you share our vision. Well, it was lovely meeting you. I hope you have a great day ahead, and I guess we'll see you in the channels. So, and again, the recording will be shared, so the community will get to know you, and I'm sure you'll find the team. You're more than qualified for this.
All right, awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, who's next?
These are some great candidates, Minya.
I agree, Matej. I agree.
Nobody else wants to present themselves?
I guess so people are on different time zones, so
okay.
I guess they weren't aware of. For us, it's comfortable. Oh, I see a raised hand.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Hi there. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. So okay, I see we have another person on stage. Inam, you're gonna go first.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Okay, so same question
sure.
as for everyone. Is this your first participation in a hackathon?
In fact, no. I've been participating for hackathons for almost 2 years now, and
Okay.
yeah, first time. But yeah, in the space of Web3, definitely is the first one, and yeah.
Did you move recently from a Web2 experience to Web3 development, or?
No, I mean, by profession, I'm a machine learning engineer. I'm not a full stack developer also. So I'm just learning about. I was just curious about this domain and just thought of joining the hackathon and to learn about a bit more.
Well, you do need to be a part of the Web3 initiative, the Web3 revolution. So you're definitely in the right place.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit more about your previous experience? And I got it that you don't have a experience with Web3, but like your previous experience in.
Definitely, why not? So my previous experiences, I would say the recent hackathon that I did probably was back in January, and it was a hackathon that I was invited for at MIT for the first time from Pakistan. So it was a virtual reality hackathon. Happened I think 15th and 16th of January. Yeah. If anyone is curious about the hackathon, it's called MIT Reality Hack. So you can Google it up and see the hackathon.
Oh, nice. I'm actually passionate about virtual reality, so I'm definitely going to Google that and see. And if you were to find a team, like what is the role that you would be most comfortable with or suit you?
I mean, I'm looking forward to building something myself. Like I already have like a sort of a working prototype. I just need to add in the Web3 features into that. So
Okay. So you do need help.
yeah, definitely I need help from the standpoint of the Web3 because I'm still new to that.
Okay. I'm sure we'll find you a team that you'd be suited for. And do you have a vision or a project that you would like to build? Like, you can tell us about that.
Definitely, yeah. So, as one of my hobbies is to swim a lot, and so as a national swimmer as well, I participate locally within Pakistan. So, I mean, the only thing I'm passionate about is the underwater marine life, and I guess ever since fascinated about the marine life, I have been working on this project of my own, which is about preserving coral reefs with the help of AI and blockchain basically.
Okay, that sounds amazing, actually. Okay, then. stick around in the channels. I'm sure we'll find a team. As I said before, we're going to share the recording, make sure that everyone is aware. And you'll find the team in no time. Like we have,
Thank you.
as I said, we have almost 450 participants in the hackathon. So I'm sure you'll be able to kickstart your journey in Web3 and build something amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, we have teacher Javier. You can unmute yourself. We cannot hear you. I don't know if you're saying something, but you're still muted. You can write in the chat if you have an issue with your microphone.
Yeah, I think he was unmuted, but we couldn't hear him, so I guess there's an issue with the mic.
Yeah, most likely. Discord kind of messes up when you switch devices, so that's probably the case. Unfortunately, we still cannot hear you. I guess you can check your Discord settings if you switch devices. Sometimes it. Okay, I think now we can hear you.
Okay. So I have to press to talk. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. Hi. Welcome.
Okay, hi. Good afternoon from Spain.
No, you're from Spain. Nice. I recently been to Barcelona. Most amazing city in the world by far. Okay, so Javier, right?
Yeah, you can call me Javier or Frank. Okay, but I prefer Javier, yes.
Lovely to meet you. Same question. Is this your first participation in a hackathon?
Well, no, I have been in others before, but really participating, my first hackathon was in ETH Global last hackathon, and it was about autonomous worlds and virtual worlds.
Oh, nice. This actually follows up my second question. Tell us about your previous experience. So I'm sure you can tell us more about that.
Well, yes, a little bit. Yes, we got a team of 3 people, but one of them was not able to cope on task, and we just ended being one person finishing the contribution for the hackathon. Well, I'm a backend developer and tech lead. I'm used to make weekly sprints, and I have directed remote teams at work, so I feel comfortable on that kind of role.
Okay, so in a team, this would be your preferred role, backend.
Yes, probably. I am a Python and blockchain developer. I have done a notarization app on top of the Tithos. Now it's on Polygon, and I have got some experience with Solidity and dApps, and I'm always learning new things.
Well, Web3 is a constant learning experience. So, but yeah, as far as you know, Solidity, you're on the right track. So, can you tell us, do you have a vision, a project that you would like to build on Sapphire or use OPL?
Well, yes, really. I wanted to learn more about Sapphire and the OPL, and I would like to make a project or at least the privacy part related to the project. And that would be a web or an app that lets artists collaborate amongst them in a privacy preserving way.
Nice. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Can you maybe expand a little bit?
Oh, well, okay. I have chosen this hackathon because I want to learn how to build some kind of project on OPL or Sapphire. I have found that artists may have some biases or barriers. Maybe they are cultural or economical, something like that, that would prevent those artists from collaborating with other ones in an effective way. Um, and I would like to eliminate, to erase these biases. So my idea for the project would be that an artist would only see the artwork from other artists that have uploaded to make a collaboration without names or nicknames or any data that would be visible to anyone. Just art for the sake of art and collaboration.
Nice. I love that. Honestly, it sounds like a great idea. And again, I'm sure you'll find a team to help you with this. We had only amazing ideas so far today, so I'm really excited. Well, okay, Javier, stick around the channels. We'll help you find the team. Maybe find the team and hackathon channels as well. We'll share the recording after. So good luck to you, and I hope you get to fulfill your vision.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, same to you.
Okay, do we have anyone else on the list of participants? I guess if not, we can switch over to Matej. I'm sure you noticed there's been somebody lurking on stage. But if you're following, sorry, hi Matej. If you're following us, oh, I guess my mic is cutting off. No, it's perfect now. Yeah, so sorry, I was gonna say, if you're following us, I'm sure you're familiar with Matej. You saw him in plenty of Twitter spaces and during live events at TCC previously. He hosted some panels, and Matej is just an amazing human being. Can you tell us what your role at Oasis is, Matej?
Yeah, I mean, no worries. And I think you're overdoing me here. I'm not on video.
No, I'm not. You really are amazing.
Thank you for the very nice introduction. Yeah, so majority, if you follow us already, you probably know me from, as Binia said, from all the engagements that we do. I'm the BD manager here at Oasis. My integral role is basically getting the good partnerships and collaborations in, so we get good recognition, because there's no use to good tech if nobody knows about it, and the best way to show it off is through other projects building on it, and we can see the actual utility. And I completely share the view with one of the earlier presenters. He said that somehow nobody really cares yet about privacy, and yeah, I think here we're one of the few projects that are very focused on it. We believe that it should be integrated in all the at least the majority of the whole crypto ecosystem, and even if the users are not demanding it, because maybe there's a lack of understanding, knowledge, we should be able to provide them the basic structures that we know now in the Web 2 space, with HTTPS, because oftentimes the tech, is it's too complicated for the majority of people to understand. So if we're able to obfuscate it, and offer something that's easy to use and private, I think people will always use this option instead of easy to use and public, right?
I totally agree, and I don't know that from outside you might not know this, guys, but here at Oasis we really are a close family, and we all share the same vision. So I cannot be more excited than this about what we're trying to build, and seeing all these people that are excited to use our technology, and yeah, it's simply a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I agree.
Matej, can you share with the audience like how long have you been a part of the Oasis team, and of course what got you to apply for a position at Oasis?
Yeah, no problem. So I've been following Oasis, I think from like 2019. So maybe if I give a little bit of background on my story of how I got into crypto. I'm a mechanical engineer by profession, so not the most conventional transition. But I got basically hooked on crypto back in 2017. Went down many rabbit holes, and dead end with that. And then, I just stuck around, through the 2018 and 19 bear market, and then 2020 I decided to go full time into crypto. And I actually started with a company that focused on crypto payments. And that was quite interesting, but it was, how should I say, maybe I wasn't so aligned with the vision of just bringing payments, and I saw the lack of privacy there as well, where you're doing payments, and if everything's on chain, everybody can see what you're buying. And since I've been following Oasis since 2019, before even mainnet launch. Afterwards, I saw the open position for a BD manager, and I applied. I think it was beginning of 2021, or sorry, it was 2022. Sorry, yeah, 2022. So I'm here a little bit over a year, but I have to say it's been an exciting year. A lot of things happened, but I really like the direction that we have now with Sapphire and OPL. And as you said, the team, everybody's really passionate. I'd say even personally about the privacy aspect that we can bring to the whole crypto Web3 ecosystem. And it's a passion that we all share, as you said.
How can we not be, Matej? And yeah, you are correct. It was 2022 because I was already here when you came on board.
It was. I mean, twice. So sometimes I don't know if it's a year or two. It's.
Yeah. I joined late 2021 from the ambassador program. So yeah, amazing journey with Oasis. Then I don't know if you know, guys, but Matej is also a judge in the Privacy4Web3 Hackathon. So this kind of moves me to my next question. Is this your first participation as a judge for a hackathon?
No. So I think I was also a judge on the Bloom Hackathon. And I was also helping with the accelerator, that we ran with that radar last year. So I have past experience with the teams building in this type of events, and I have to say, I really enjoy it because you can see what people are thinking about and building the small the MVPs and what can then come out of that. So to me, the hackathons are a really nice like a gauge where you can get a sense of what the developer community is excited about, interested in building. And I think with this Privacy4Web3 hackathon, we have already quite a bit of submissions already, and I think it's still a month, right? To the final.
Yeah, deadline is
middle
in
of September.
September.
So yeah, we still have quite some time to go, and I'm expecting more quality submissions to still come in more towards the end. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they build, because I think it's a good opportunity, to test out the tech and see what are the applications that people are most excited about.
Yeah, honestly, like the visions for projects are truly amazing. Like even today, all our participants shared amazing ideas. So, but compared to previous hackathons, how do you feel this is like in number of participants? From my side, I can see more engagement in the channels from developers. So I am happy for that. But from your side, regarding registration,
I would say I think right now we have 400 plus registrations, which is quite good, for a hackathon that still has a month to go. And I think this one's different, because it as one of the earlier presenters said as well, this is one of the few that really focuses on the privacy aspects. And I think it was the dev from Lit Protocol. I was just reading about Lit Protocol today, actually, so it was quite funny to meet somebody that's building on it today. I think with that, it will draw a lot more attention to it, because it has a very specific purpose. Plus, the cross-chain usability, right, enables anybody that's already deployed on other EVM chains, that they can still collaborate here. And participate here in the hackathon, right, through the OPL layer. So I think the difference is that it's quite focused in terms of privacy. Plus, it opens up to all the cross-chain possibilities that people might want to utilize it for, right?
Exactly. This is what I've been telling everyone. Like, you don't even need to deploy natively on our runtime. Like, you can just use OPL. If you have your project on another chain and you just want to use some features from Sapphire, just use OPL. It's simple as that. Like, we're offering the perfect platform for customizing our privacy.
Spot on. I have nothing to add
there. Do you have like any expectations? Like, what do you see would be super interesting to be built during the hackathon, and maybe some interesting use cases you have in mind? I know we're always talking about use cases, but I'm excited every time because the possibilities are infinite, to be honest.
I think probably I'm already quite indoctrinated in the use cases that we internally speak about. So I'm gonna be interested to see how much out of the box other participants can think, and how can they apply it to their projects, to their ideas. For me, I'd say the DID stuff is still quite interesting. How to store user data where the user is in control, and then you grant they're in control of the access granting as well, right? So that's one avenue that I hope maybe we see a solution or two pop up, like NFT has been a little bit on the downside right now in terms of everything. I think volume and all, but I think with confidential NFTs, there's still a lot of potential outside of the art PFP stuff. If you want to you have like more serious use cases where you need certain data to be private, then the confidential NFT can serve that purpose. So it's more like a utility NFT, not that much of a just an art or like online swag. But that's one of the potential use cases I'd like to see. Of course, we're always excited about games. They are the most fun to judge because the products usually are fun to try out. So I'd say these are kind of the avenues, but I'm sure the participants have like their own ideas. So yeah, don't get too tied down to what we're thinking, what we're saying, but go follow your passions, your ideas, and hope we see some really unique ones.
I'm really, I'm a gamer, Mate, so I'm I'm really excited to see some cool stuff in the gaming space. Nothing won me over so far in terms of Web3 games, and I'm not gonna share more, but if you guys were paying attention to our ECC streams, that there was a presentation between the panels and the talks that it's exciting.
Oh,
That
one
game
use
will
case
be
would be
awesome
interesting
once it
is,
launches.
if somebody builds like a LastPass on like a decentralized password storage on Sapphire, that one, like with a nice UI that people know how to use, that would be a good one.
Yeah, and again, we come back to the user experience because I think that's what's holding everyone back. Like the majority of users in using Web3 tech, exactly, something that's easy to use, a LastPass that's easy to use on blockchain. That would be amazing. I would be the first to use that.
It can solve a lot of issues, but if it's not a simple UI or a simple solution how you actually store the access, then yeah, people are afraid if they lose something, they won't have access. So it's only always a fear of what happens if I lose something, if I lose a complete access to everything, and I think need to remove that in a way that and you have the social recovery stuff that you can potentially, or some timing stuff that you can do with Sapphire as well. So I think the underlying tech offers a lot of the necessary tooling that you can build something like this.
Exactly. I can say, and yeah, you have to agree with me that we're still in early stages in Web3. So from here on, I think we'll see great things being built, and I can honestly see a shift in people's interest in actual technology rather than just moving from project to project and focusing on the unimportant aspects of the project. Like, you know what I'm referring to. But I was the same. We talked about it. I was the same like 3 or 4 years ago. I was interested in monetary stuff, and now I really don't care about anything in that aspect. I'm super excited about technologies being built and seeing all these revolutions around. Especially if you're going to conferences, you're gonna see amazing people there, excited about building new things, and yeah, it's an amazing space. But you're part of the BD team, and you know what's being built and what projects are coming onto the network. Like, which areas of the ecosystem would you like to see being expanded after the hackathon? What do you think is the most important aspect?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean,
of a network ecosystem.
I would say that for us, privacy is it can be so generally applied that I'm actually not even expecting one use case or ecosystem to be so dominant that we can say that this is what will be the majority of the usage, right? I mean, we have we're speaking. I can't say too much, right? Because certain things are still under wraps a little bit, but we are speaking to quite a few well-known projects, that like every one of them has is like in a different sector, right? So that's the interesting thing, how generalized it actually is, and how you can utilize it for almost any application, right? Because as we spoke, in comparison to Web2, there's not one sector that doesn't need privacy, right? every aspect, right now it's covered with HTTPS, and you need it on any. It's still all web, right? But you need it everywhere. And I think with this, it just shows, that certain crypto projects are already waking up to that and seeing the potential that privacy, on-chain privacy can bring, and I think honestly, I can't say what would be the one area that will jump in in usage on Sapphire. I would say it's going to be pretty spread out in different use cases.
I totally agree with you. And regarding Web2, I think that's the biggest detriment, right? Because you have to believe someone that your data is private. You cannot check for yourself, right? You cannot see the security they're using. You cannot see
similar
anything.
To the LastPass hack. Was it that they were storing the passwords in plain text, right? So you kind of trust it, that everything's secure, and all that, and then and don't take me for it, 100%, but I think they were storing them in plain text, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
I think I saw something similar, but better not to comment because we're not sure.
Something like this, and that's the thing. Yeah, you have to trust them. That okay, there is some trust in the network as well, right? With the validators, but that trust I think can be minimized with the use of blockchain, and decentralization.
Of course, like we have 120 validators and they're spread across the globe, so it would be pretty much impossible. Because that's part of the centralization. Like,
of course,
they have to be spread around everywhere. You know what, Mate? I actually saw someone who wanted to speak, and he's part of the list of participants. So maybe we can invite him on stage. Yeah, I think I may be mistaken. So, is there anyone else from the list of participants that Nelly shared that would like to come on stage?
Where is he? Donatus Prince, I think, raised his hand, so maybe he.
Yeah, but I don't see him in the list of participants.
Did he get the itch and wants to participate? I don't know.
Phil, I got word. Yeah. Hi, Phil.
Hi, greetings. Perfect. So, hello, everyone. My name is Jave. So, I'm mostly in the healthcare wellness industry. I've been also into business since 2018. So, I've been touching to regular coding, for example, websites since the pandemic. And yes, I'm looking for teammates, and thank you very much. Do I need to say something else?
Don't worry, don't stress about it. First of all, I would like to ask you, like, is this the first time you're participating in a hackathon?
No, I did a lot of entrepreneurial hackathon in Montreal, but they were in person, not virtual. Yeah.
Web3 tech or Web2 tech?
Oh, they were all in Web2.
Web2, okay. So what is your experience with Web3? What languages do you know? Because I'm sure the audience would like to know that if you're searching for a team.
Yeah, sure. Well, I've been touching to HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I've been trying, but still on learning Flutter. Other than that, Rust. I really like Rust because it's really efficient. And there were React, but I hate React, to be honest. So yes. Yeah.
I'm surprised to hear that you started with the Rust directly and not Solidity, but that's good to hear.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have a vision or a project that you would like to build or see built on Sapphire or use OPL for it?
Honestly, not right now. I would be open to ideas, but I need to indeed meditate on that. I'll give it a head like probably today, later on, because I'm mostly like kind of focused on my coaching business these days. So yeah. No, I don't have an idea right now, but I'll try to have one by the end of the day.
But I heard you were in the healthcare industry.
Yeah. So health and wellness.
Confidential NFTs would be one of the good use cases for patients' data and.
I love the idea. I love the idea already.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're very happy that you decided to join our hackathon, and as before, like stick around the channels. I'm sure we'll find you a team that you would be suited for. And I really love your enthusiasm, so it was great having you here with us today.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for having me on the stage.
Thank you as well, and have an amazing day.
You too. Bye.
Okie dokie. Do we have anyone else? Oh, we're already almost at the hour mark. This has been a great event. This is what happens when you have amazing people sharing their stories and their vision. Time flies. Time flies, Matej. Okay, if there's not anyone else, I guess we can kind of end the event. And of course, we encourage all developers to continue registering for the hackathon. As we said, we already have almost 450 participants, so there's a lot of excitement around this hackathon. And I've had people approach me from people who I wasn't expecting to know about the hackathon, so it's causing quite a stir. But yeah, join the hackathon, join our community channels, Discord, Telegram. Pay attention to our Twitter because we're always sharing news in there. Make sure you don't miss our future events. We're gonna have a lot of events focused on the hackathon, workshops, and a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, join our channels. Check out our website for resources. We hope we have all the documentation you need. Our amazing moderators are always on the channels 24/7. So any help you need, don't hesitate to reach out. If you can't get help in the channels, we have a support channel. We have a ticketing system integrated. So if your question is highly technical and there's no one to answer you, feel free to open a ticket and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you, Matej, so much for joining us today. And I'm sure our community is happy to learn more about you because in previous, I don't think we got to talk in this much in previous events. So
Thank you for that.
It was a great opportunity for the community to get to know you. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you in future events. Bye, everyone.